I've just built a fully automated content system that is designed to build content from scratch, not content that needs repurposing, but content from scratch, because there's a lot of businesses that actually do not produce long form content like YouTube videos or blog posts or articles, but they still need content for their social media, emails, and so forth. So this content system has several different automations. But in this video, I'm going to show you the first one, which is coming up with topics and storing them into your database. And if you want the rest of the automations and all the blueprints, all the templates, make sure that you come and join the AI Business Builders, which is my new community, which is growing fast. And in here, you can learn anything and everything about getting the skills and growing a successful AI business. Okay, now back to our automation. The very first module, our trigger module, is the tools and specifically setting multiple variables, because the first thing we want to do is familiarize our system with our business, audience, and offer. So basically, I have these three variables. You can name them whatever you want, by the way. I just make them, I make the labels just understandable for me. So basically, the first one is about my business, and I have put several things about my business. You can put as much as you can, because the more information you give to your AI and automations, the better your results will be. The next one is about who the audience is. And the last one is a specific offer. Some people have more than one offers, and you can basically put all the offers you have in here, or your core offer or product that you're selling. Because this is not just for like online coaches offers. This could be, for the local dentist, a lawyer. It could be for a roofing company. It could be for anybody. So the first thing is already set up, and the next thing we want to do is go and do some research with Perplexity. And specifically, we want to do some research about what's been happening in the past month, because we want relevant research. We don't want stuff that's happened 5 years ago and it's completely irrelevant. So basically, with our Perplexity chat completion, we're going to say, do a search on what's new and relevant for the past month. Now you can put the past 2 months, the past week, however you want to prompt it is fine. And we're going to say based on, and we're going to map our variables, my business, my audience, and my offer. And this is fairly straightforward. So Perplexity is going to go and do its research, and then we want to use this research to come up with the relevant topics. So our next module will be a ChatGPT completion, and you can set the model to whatever you want. I've chosen to go with 4.0 because it's fairly cheap. And I have two messages. The first one is the system message, and I'm just saying you are a helpful research assistant. The second one is the user. And what I'm saying is based on the research, on the search results. So I'm grabbing the research results from Perplexity right here from the content. And I'm saying, give me 10 topics. Now I've chosen 10. This could be 20. This could be 5. So the number really depends on you. Give me 10 topics that are very specific and simple micro problems. So I'm looking, if I want to create content that really talks to my target audience, I want to find very specific and very simple problems that I can solve in just one post or just one video. And I'm saying that I can solve for my audience. So again, I'm mapping out my audience because I want ChatGPT to know who my audience is. And I also say only give me the topics without any descriptions, because ChatGPT tends to give descriptions, and I want to return the result as a JSON object. And then you're going to click on show advanced settings, And in a response format, you're going to select JSON. If you leave it as a text, it is not going to work for the next modules, and it's not going to separate each topic so you can put it into your Airtable. Our next module is basically a text parser where I say, hey, can you grab the result from ChatGPT, that JSON file, and use this pattern, which I'm going to put this pattern in the description, by the way, and use this pattern to separate each topic into each own result. And I'm going to say, yes, I want it to be as a global match, and I don't want to be case sensitive. And this is the second last module. And our last module is basically the Airtable module. So you're going to select your base, your table, and then all we're going to map out is that result. And this is going to separate each result into a separate entry. Now, let me show you quickly the database. So basically, I have the topics. I have here a little automation that is for the next make automation. And I also have some conditions. Now, the reason I have conditions in the Airtable is for a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't want everything to go automatic, because especially when we're coming up with lots and lots of topics, some of them could be duplicates. Some of them may be irrelevant to what specifically you're offering for your specific audience, and you don't want it. Or it could be any other reason. So I really want to have this review button, because if there's something you don't like, all you need to do is highlight it and basically delete it. And if this is a system that you're building for somebody else, and especially if it's a managed service, you do want the owner of the business or their VA to go through and make sure that everything is relevant. And then when we continue with the other automations, the conditions will be changing here. But let's run this automation. And where are we? We're at 121 results at the moment. So we're going to see what's happening underneath. And basically, I'm going to run this automation once. So it's searching with Perplexity. Now, one thing to think about is when you're testing your automation, and if Perplexity is taking too much time, it will give you an error if it runs out of time. So if this happens, make sure that you put a sleep module in here. So your automation is going. But basically, now it's going to start populating my Airtable. As you can see, it is populating, and we are good to go. And of course, for each one of those topics, the review is set up with an automation in the actual Airtable, not in Make, in Airtable. I have this automation. So when a record is created in topics, I want to update the field that is condition, and I want to update it with review. That's why with every single one of those topics, I get the review condition. So as I said, if you want this automation and the rest of the automations, blueprints, and templates for the big content system, make sure that you come and join the AI Business Builders. And once again, the link is in the description.